Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we are going to be swatching Lunar Tides neon shades. These are not new. I've used them several times on myself throughout the years. I absolutely love their neon line, but I realized I've never swatched the neon colors for you guys and tested to see how they come out of the hair. So I was like, I want a dedicated video of just trying the neon collection and then removing them, so that way I can go back and remember if they come out of the hair or not. Or if you guys are curious if the colors come out of the hair, we can go ahead and find out together. Like I said, I have used them on myself, but normally when I do them on myself, I let it fade out naturally. So I'm not sure if you can remove them quickly if you needed to or not. I'm also swatching some additional colors because I wanted more of like a rainbow spectrum. So I threw in some blues and a purple in there, so that way we have more of like a whole rainbow spectrum of colors. So let's run through the neon shades in case you don't know what they are. The first shade we have here is Neon Dragon Fruit. This is definitely a warmer toned pink. Then we have Neon Guava, which is like a really pretty orange. And then Neon Tangerine, which again is an orange. Let me put these side by side so you guys can see the difference. One has more of like a pinky red undertone. The other one is more of like a true orange color. Then we have Neon Lemon, which is a vibrant UV neon yellow. Then we have Neon Lime. I'm almost out of this color. It's so beautiful. It is the most gorgeous electric green. I'm also going to be swatching Aurora Green just to compare it for you guys. I'm also swatching Cyan Sky. This is my favorite blue from Lunar Tides. I like to use on myself when I do rainbow, so we're going to swatch this today. We're also swatching Cerulean Sea, which is another blue. It's more of an aqua-y greenish blue. And then we're also going to be doing Blue Velvet, which is a really pretty deep neutral blue. Next we have Plum Purple. This is like my favorite purple shade to use when I do rainbow hair. It's a pinky purple. It's so pretty. And the last shade is Lychee Pink. I don't use this one very often. Normally I mix the Neon Dragon Fruit with Manic Panic Hot Hot Pink, but this is a really pretty pink color, so I'm excited to see it swatched on its own, and maybe I'll start using it more often. I'm also going to be putting these under UV light to see if they are UV reactive. I think that the whole neon line is, but obviously the darker colors like Lychee and the purple, these probably are not UV reactive, but we're going to test and see it anyway. Going in with that first color, Neon Dragon Fruit. This shade is so beautiful. All right, let's dip into there. I love the consistency of Lunar Tides. It's conditioning based, but it's not too thick. Put it all over that. You guys see how vibrant that is? Oh my gosh. It's definitely warm toned, but it's so pretty. It's not like straight orange like a lot of other warm toned pinks I see. It's just more of like a peachy pink. It doesn't lean like straight orange, you know? It's definitely still pink. The more yellow your hair, the more orange it is gonna lean. Going in with Neon Guava. Like I said, this one is still orange, but it's a little bit of like a deeper orange, and it definitely has some of those like reddish pinky undertones, more of like a peachy. Neon Tangerine, the next shade, is like straight orange with that yellow undertone. This one leans a little bit more like warm. It's so gorgeous though. I normally mix this one and Neon Tangerine together. Neon Tangerine is next. Oh yeah, you guys see the difference between the two? This one is like a straight neon orange. You can see those heavy yellow undertones in this one. I probably should have swatched all these before I even put them on my hair, but like I said, I've used these several times on myself and they always come out of the hair really easily. I've never had any issues. Most of the time though, I do let my rainbow hair color fade out naturally. So if you are somebody who's not impulsive and just likes to let your hair color fade, then obviously you don't really need to worry about whether they come out of the hair or not. If you're somebody like me who likes to switch up their hair every other day, then it's kind of important for me to know, you know, if I decide I want to change my hair tomorrow, can I do a color remover and it's going to come out or not? Moving on to the yellow shade, Neon Lemon. This is such a beautiful neon yellow shade. This is one of my favorite neon yellows that's out there on the market. I feel like a lot of the time people will say neon yellow or neon lemon, whatever, and it won't have all of the pigment behind it. It'll be more of like a pastel yellow. This one delivers pigment. Neon Lime is up next. I have this on a list because I need to order more. You guys can tell I love it so much. I know for a fact the Neon Lime comes out of the hair really easily. Last year when I did Halloween hair, I wanted to refresh my hair color because I used Underground Cosmetics the first time, and Underground Cosmetics is one of my favorite like hair dye companies. It just comes out of the hair so easily and it fades pretty fast. If you like your hair color to fade quickly, Underground Cosmetics is definitely the brand for you. But I wanted to keep it a little bit longer, so I wound up refreshing the color, but I used a different brand. I used Lunar Tides when I refreshed it, and I used this Neon Lime shade and Nightshade, I think it is, by Lunar Tides. Both of those come out of the hair beautifully. I did a couple test strands on my hair last fall to make sure they came out of the hair, and both those shades lifted beautifully. So I already know this one's gonna come out. Next shade is Aurora Green. When I was trying to find a green that came out of the hair easily, I also tried this shade, and this one did not lift out very well. So I already know this one's not gonna come out of the hair as easily as the Neon Lime does. This one is so much darker. I like this one better than the Neon Lime one, but this one just doesn't come out of the hair as easily. You guys see, it's a deeper, richer neon green. It's still very, very vibrant, and it has those yellow undertones, but it just packs more of a punch. Ideally, I would mix Aurora Green with the Neon Lime. That would be like my perfect neon green for rainbow hair. I'm pretty sure when I did rainbow hair on myself, that's what I did. Moving on to blue colors. This one is Cyan Sky. It is my favorite blue from Lunar Tides. Look how pretty this blue is, you guys. It's just the most pigmented aqua blue shade. It is so beautiful. This is my favorite kind of blue right here. You guys know when I do rainbow hair, I like to mix up my own custom shades because most companies just don't have colors that are my perfect shade coming right out of the bottle. So normally I have to mix a few different brands or mix a few different shades to create my own custom colors. But Lunar Tides has the closest perfect shades coming out of the container that I found so far. The blue I don't have to mess with. The purple I don't have to mess with. The yellow's perfect. Like, they have so many good shades that I definitely don't need to mess with when I do rainbow hair. Moving on to Cerulean Sea. As you can see, this one is much, much darker than the other blue we just did. It still has those really pretty aqua undertones, but the depth on this one is insane. This color paired with their dark forest green shade would be beautiful. They have a color called Juniper Green, and it is probably my favorite shade from Lunar Tides. It is a blue-based, dark, like emerald green shade. It definitely has those bluish undertones, but I absolutely love the Juniper Green shade. This one melted into Juniper Green would be beautiful. Or split dye, oh my gosh. Moving on to Blue Velvet. I'm really excited to see this one. I don't think I've ever used this one on myself. Nope, considering that the seal is still on here, I have not tried this on myself. This one looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys see how beautiful the undertones in this one are? Definitely different than the other two blues we just tried. This one is like a gorgeous cobalt. It is so dark and the undertones are neutral, almost purple. Like, it's almost like an indigo, but not quite. It's still very, very true blue. This is like my birthstone color. This is like a sapphire. The next shade is Plum Purple, one of my favorite purples from Lunar Tides. Like I said, it has a heavy pinkish undertone to it. I'm pretty sure when I do rainbow hair, I mix this one with that darker color. I can't remember the shade. Nightshade, I think is what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like a beautiful darker color. I'm pretty sure I mixed this one and Nightshade together. This is a little bit too pink leaning for me, but it's such a gorgeous color. And the last shade, Lychee Pink. Like I said, I don't use this color very often. If I'm mixing pinks together, I normally grab Manic Panic Hot Hot Pink. I absolutely love that pink. It's my favorite. This Lychee Pink just doesn't have the vibrancy for me. I normally like to mix Neon Dragon Fruit with Manic Panic Hot Hot Pink because it's just a brighter pink color. This one's kind of muted. I wish that Lunar Tides would come out with a pink that was in between this one and the dragon fruit and was more of like a neon pink with those cooler undertones, because you guys know that's my favorite kind of pink. This one's almost like dusty and muted. All right, everything is applied. I'm gonna let these process for 30 minutes, rinse using cold water, and I will be right back so we can try to remove these with color remover and see which ones come out of the hair. We are back. I cannot wait to show you how pretty these colors are. All right, here are what the neon shades look like, as well as some of my other favorite colors. You guys, these neon colors are insanely vibrant. These are the most pigmented neons I have ever seen. They are like fluorescent. Most neons are like lackluster. They're kind of like pastel neons. They're not like giving a lot of pigment. These are insane. If you love neon fluorescent hair, I highly recommend the Lunar Tides collection. Here are the other colors. This blue, stunning. Do not need to mix anything in with this. It is perfect on its own. This purple, absolutely gorgeous. I also probably would not mix anything else in with this. It is just the most beautiful pinky toned purple. This dark blue is gorgeous. Cerulean Sea is such a unique, like vampy, dark, bluish teal color. It is gorgeous. The only shade I'm not a fan of is the Lychee Pink. I feel like it's kind of lackluster. It's like a muted pink. It's just not my favorite. I wish they had like a more vibrant, like hot pink from like Manic Panic. But other than that, gorgeous. You guys can see the Aurora green is just a darker, it's almost a more grungy green color. So pretty, you guys. Lunar Tides, I feel like, just does the best with color. Their hair dye is so amazing. Let's go ahead and see what these look like under UV light real quick. All right, we are in my bathroom and here are what they look like under UV light. All of the neon shades glow extremely bright. It's not picking up on camera, but that pink is literally fluorescent and glowing so much right now. So all of the neon shades definitely glow like crazy. The other ones down here don't glow at all, like none of the other shades do, but the neons definitely are all UV reactive. These are so vibrant with the UV light and also without the UV light. These are my favorite neons ever. I went ahead and mixed up some Pulprite Blank Canvas and 10 Volume. We're gonna apply this halfway down these strands and see which colors come out of the hair. Here are those shades on my phone. I don't know if you guys can tell how insanely vibrant these are. These are ridiculously neon. And then here are those other colors. You guys look at this purple and this blue, the cerulean color. Like, oh my gosh, their colors are just done so beautifully. All right, here we go in with the blank canvas. Like I said, I do know some of these shades come out of the hair. I know the green comes out really easily. I don't know about the rest of the colors though, to be honest, because like I said, I do normally just let these fade out more naturally whenever I do rainbow hair. I'm not really quick to remove it. Whereas if I do other colors, I am more quick to remove it, mostly because it's fun for a second, but rainbow, I feel more like myself. There's like 3 colors where I'm like, okay, I can keep this and I feel really like comfortable with myself, and it's blonde, my natural color, copper, and rainbow. Those are like my favorite colors to do, and I tend to let those ones stay around a little bit longer than any other colors. Okay, we're already starting to see the Neon Tangerine turn a fluorescent yellow color. The Neon Guava is also turning a super bright yellow. We're also seeing the Neon Dragon Fruit disappear from the hair really quickly, which is pretty surprising. Most warm toned or fluorescent pinks like this tend to stain the hair, Eero Neon Pink, and they don't like to leave, but this one is already disappearing. So this stuff is happening very quickly. We're already starting to see these 3 change. I don't see anything else happening down here. This one is bleeding a lot. It's probably just gonna go a lighter blue color. I am curious if the Cyan Sky is going to come out of the hair. I think it is, actually. It's looking like it's lightening up quite a bit, so I have high hopes for the Cyan Sky. You guys, the pink's already gone. Are you kidding me right now? The pink is already out of the hair. The Aurora Green is starting to lighten to a yellow color. All right, I got everything saturated. I'm going to cover them real quick. Now that I have everything applied, I'm just going to let these process 30 minutes. I will be right back to show you guys the finished results, and we will see what colors come out of the hair. We're back. You guys are literally not going to believe the results. Let me show you. Here are the finished results. Are you kidding me? Every single neon color came out of the hair and went right back to a beautiful platinum blonde. This blue color went right back to a beautiful platinum blonde. This purple color right back to a beautiful platinum blonde. So right here you have a perfect rainbow spectrum that will come out of your hair, going all the way from pink to purple. Every single one of these colors will come out of your hair. Moving on to the other shades, we have this Aurora Green color. It lifted to a yellow. The Cerulean Sea actually started lifting blonde in some spots, so I think if this was faded out or you left it on longer, it would actually go back to a pale yellow color. The Blue Velvet did nothing at all. Like, it's still very dark. And then Lychee Pink did absolutely nothing too. I mean, it lifted a little bit, but I mean, barely anything. I am so insanely impressed with these neons. Like I said, I have only used them on myself. I've never done swatches, so to see it perform like this on swatches altogether is literally mind-blowing. This is insane. I already loved Lunar Tides, but it's amplified definitely from doing this video and seeing everything bunched together and just not letting it it fade out naturally, actually trying to remove it. These colors, I mean, I can't even describe to you how insane this is, you guys. You know how many shades I've swatched, how many color removers I've done, and I have never had better results. Literally, this is insane. Between this and Underground Cosmetics, those are the top 2 easiest colors to get out of the hair that I've tried so far. At least with their like brighter neon shades, but Lunar Tides is way more vibrant and way more long lasting than Underground Cosmetics is. I will leave a link to Lunar Tides in the description down below. I do have a coupon code, so if you're gonna purchase, definitely save yourself some money. This makes me want to go on their website and buy all of these colors again just to have them in stock, because I think this summer we're gonna have to do some neon rainbow hair using only these shades from Lunar Tides. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.